You're watching the Retirement Halftime Show. I'm your host, Alexander Joyce, and with me today is Thad Matta. You know, one of the things that we're all victim of is change in time, you know, and you mentioned, 2007, 2008, different basketball teams, such is true with the market. Right. I mean, it just is, right?
Yeah.
And the economy we live in is so different, right? And we haven't really put a stamp on this one that says we're going through a recession.
Right.
But we know we did back in 2008, right? Going into 2007, we were kind of blinded by that as we are today. We'll kind of put a history stamp on this maybe sometime next year, the year after that. Of course, this will be not like 2008, the Great Recession, but this will be the Great Something, right? As we go through these volatile times, but as you mentioned, staying true to the process and getting better, and the devil's in the details. When we look at something like, again, you mentioned 2017 up to today, things have changed. Time has changed. Players can get paid, right? I mean, that's stamping history. Right. So it's got to be harder. I know for us, for me, it's difficult to keep our clients motivated, and it's difficult because as they approach retirement, there is a desire to start spending their money, right? I mean, they want to do the great things in life, right? Whatever it is, whether it's taking their grandkids and family to Disney for the first time. We're putting together a big trip for a client that has a family of like 20, and she just really wants to take everybody. She really wants to take everybody, the whole family, to Disney, and of course they want to fund it. They want to make those memories. That is a goal. Some want to do the Appalachian Trail. Some want to. They just want to hold hands in the sand and watch the sunset. Some just want to relax and read a book. Whatever that is, whatever their goal is, we want to make it come true. That is our goal. And the difficult thing is, as they build this, they're so used to, coach. They're so used to training. Training is like saving, not touching it, being disciplined, whatever it takes to max out the 401k or max out the IRA, or am I contributing enough? Do I have enough life? All these concerns, but never really touching it. It's just there. Right. It's there for until. Yep. And now and then they finally get to until, and then they don't really know how to spend it, or they have this tax trap, because the money they've always saved has never been taxed. And now they've got Social Security pension maybe, and they have a lifestyle, and they don't know how to fulfill that. They have uncertainty with Social Security Administration. So there's these bigger concerns leading up to that practice, if you will, and they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. But for me and for my team, to bring that person in and encourage them and give them motivation that, hey, you know what, we can put this together. We can, you can have that. Maybe we need to do something a little bit differently, or re-strategize, or let's change our focus, but don't lose sight of the bigger picture and plan. But you have to be that motivator. I'm sure you do as well, right? I mean, how do you encourage the team? I mean, you've won championships, right? I mean, how do you get to the team to get to that peak level where it is the American dream right there in front of you? I mean, it just must feel amazing.
It is, and I think that goes with how I always try to live my life. You got to enjoy the process,
don't you?
And know that work hard, play hard. And I think that's one of the things you see when you have championship teams is they do enjoy the process. The winning is kind of a byproduct of the process. You're doing all the things you're supposed to do along the way, and we always tell our guys the celebration's in the locker room after the game. And that's we're gonna go for 40 minutes, and when 40 minutes is over, we'll come in the locker room and we'll celebrate. Right. But I think that's getting guys. I've coached guys where they wanted the end to happen. They wanted to get to the NBA, and they would lose sight of what they needed to do at this particular moment. Right. I tell this story. We got beaten in the national championship game in 2007 by Florida, and after the game, I called my little point guard over named Michael Conley, and I said, Michael, when we get back tomorrow, let's talk about your future. He says, what are you talking about? He says, I'm coming back to Ohio State. And I said, oh, great. So he walks away, and I turned to the coach, and I said, he has no idea he's a top 5 pick.
Wow.
And he just played.
He has no idea.
Yeah, where some guys, that's all they're consumed with, that's all they're thinking about, the end. Yeah. When they're not enjoying the process, and they're losing they're losing things along the way, and I think that's something that great teams, and that's part of my job as a coach, is to get guys to enjoy that.
No doubt. That's just phenomenal.